really simple. Go ahead and sit upright in your seat and be alert, and I'll take you through some of the steps in this process. Conjure up whatever emotion you're trying to work with here. And you're seeing the things around you and you're feeling things in your body. That's what's happening right now. Everything else is thought stories. Forget about those. The next step is connect with your body. Right now, feel into your body and feel where that hurt or whatever emotion you're dealing with, feel where that negative emotion is. Where is it? It's right there in your body. It's nowhere else. Feel how it feels. Is there a tingling sensation in your forehead? Is there a pain? Is there an ache? Is there a warm sensation, a cold sensation? Are you expanding? Are you contracting? Is it in your chest? Is it in your lower abdomen? Is it in your hands, in your shoulders, in your back? Where is it? What's the quality of it? Is it big? Is it small? Is it tight? Is it loose? Is it like a void and a vacuum? Do you feel hollow and sad? Or do you feel tight and angry? Don't judge anything that's there. Just notice literally what's there. The next step is to fully feel what is there. Open yourself to it and fully feel it. Let it in. The next step is to allow. Allow is a little bit different than just fully feeling. Allowing is saying to yourself, oh, it's okay. I can allow this. I don't need to resist it. It's like giving yourself permission to fully feel. So you're taking that initial fully feeling of it and you're allowing it and you're just kind of expanding it. The way I like to think of it is if you have water flowing through a channel and you have a gate, like in an irrigation canal, you can open the gate, water flows, then you can shut the gate real quick. So to allow means you open the gate and you keep it open. And you let the flow, those emotions flow right through you. The next step is to observe with curiosity what's actually flowing through you, through your body. You don't want to judge it or label it or get into any kind of thoughts or concepts about it. Just observe and be curious about what's there. Why is it there? Why is it this way and not some other way? What is an emotion anyways? These are all interesting questions. Get curious about it. What does hurt feel like? Why do I feel hurt? But don't go into stories about why you feel hurt. Just kind of be curious and notice what's flowing through you. The next step is I want you to allow again. Because what's going to happen is that you're so unused to this. You're so used to resisting that this gate, even if you open it consciously for a few seconds or minutes, it's going to close right back down. As you're observing these emotions flowing through you, you're going to feel like it's so painful and you're going to be so afraid of being vulnerable that you're going to just close it right down. So again, allow yourself by opening this thing up. Just allow. Give yourself permission to feel it. Feel the hurt. Don't judge it. Don't resist it. And then the final step, which is simply do nothing. Don't do anything. Just feel what's there. Just sit on your ass and don't do anything. Don't distract yourself. Don't go order a pizza. Don't go get some ice cream. Don't go have sex. Don't go starting plans for how you're going to find your next boyfriend or girlfriend, or how you're going to get back at that person, or how you're going to, let's say you got screwed over in a business deal. It's like, well, he screwed me over, so I'm going to do this with my business to... No. Don't do any of that. Just sit there and allow. Your job is to be a superconductor and nothing else. A superconductor is not some fancy role. The ego has difficulty being a superconductor because the ego likes to it likes to be front and center. It likes to get all the attention. But to be a good conductor, you just need to be there and not do anything. The wire, it's not wiggling around. It's not doing anything fancy. It's just lying there, and current is passing through it. So it's a very passive role. That's the role I want you to play here. Also, what I want you to do is I want you to notice the tension and tightness in your body. It's certainly there, because this is how resistance happens. If you're suffering a negative emotion, it's because you're resisting it. It's not because the emotion is negative. And you resist with your body. So what I want you to do is I want you to relax all the major areas of your body. The belly and stomach area. Make sure you let that stick out completely and don't tighten any of those muscles. Let it all out. Don't suck in your belly. Your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Make them loose. Relax your hands and your arms. Instead of holding tight fists, just let your hands just flop down wherever you're placing them. Your jaw, let your jaw go loose. And of course, very importantly, remember to breathe deep. Breathe with your chest and breathe all the way down into your belly. It's very important. All right, so that's the whole process. Very simple. Challenging, but simple. Now, what's going to happen with you is that when you get hit by a strong emotion, usually it comes in waves. It's like you really get hurt and you feel it real bad, like when you first, let's say, hear the news. You really feel it, and then it lasts for 15, 20 minutes, and then it kind of subsides. And then you remember it again an hour later, and it hurts you again. And another hour later, it hurts you again, and it comes in waves. So what will happen is that every time you get hit by a new wave, I want you to run this process. I want you to open yourself up, allow it, feel it, do nothing. And just keep doing that throughout the day, throughout the week, however long these negative emotional spells last for you. You're going to lose consciousness. Right now, as I'm telling you these things, you're developing more awareness and consciousness. This is what consciousness is, just awareness. But then what happens is that later in the day, you'll probably forget. And then you'll forget, and you'll tighten up and tense up, and you'll resist, and this will create problems. So just notice that this is a practice, this is a skill you have to develop over time. So just keep practicing this technique, and that's it. That's it. You don't need to get rid of negative emotions. Emotions will go through you, and then they will disappear, and they might come again, and then they'll disappear. That's how emotions are. There's no need to do anything about them other than to fully feel them. And this is the behavior of a self-actualized, highly emotionally mature individual.